All right. I really want to end this tonight. This Stranding drags so hard, but I want to know the final conclusion. So we'll fight through this, we'll finish this. It should be over after tonight, hopefully. And yeah, even if I fall asleep, I'll put it on auto and we'll get through this. Yeah, but seriously, I just hope that the recap is over soon and we can get to the interesting part. Meaning the new stuff, not the rehash of the rehash of the rehash. But yeah, let's see. Let's hope for the best.
一宮、お前はもう気づいてるんだろう。自分はただいいように操られてただけだってことに。
ああ、どうやらそのようだな。私はただの傀儡。苦屈に過ぎなかったらしい。私が現場に足を運んだ時には全てのお膳立てが整っていた。大病室のレッドには基板が差し込まれ、虹先にはニルスの服が着せられていた。船長室には殺せと言わんばかりに斧が放置されていて、
Maybe you
そ
should
こ
have
に
used
いた
your
武蔵
brain.
道には抵抗できぬよう麻酔薬が打たれていた。虹先にもだ。今思えばどうしてそんな分かりやすい罠にはまってしまったのかと自分では呆れるほどだよ。
You have no one to blame but
これ
yourself.
は罠だったんだ。私はまんまとゼロの術中にはまり、見事に踊らされてしまったんだ。
ああ、そうらしいな。ゼロは一宮を操ることによって自分の手を全く汚さずに3つの殺人をやってのけた。全ては9年前の復讐のために。今回のこのノナリーゲームはそのために仕組まれたものだったんだな。そうだろサンタ。
ああ、何のことだ、知らねえな。
とぼけても無駄だ、サンタ。いや、倉敷葵。何もかも思い出したんだよ。お前は間違いなく倉敷葵だ。まさか9年も経って、またこの同じ部屋で話すことになるとはな。と言っても、お前にとっては想定の範囲内か。何しろ、今回のノナリーゲームを画策したのは、ゼロ。お前自身なんだからな。
そうか、記憶を取り戻しちまったのか。それじゃ隠しても仕方ねえな。そう、確かに俺は倉敷葵だ。9年前の実験の被験者。
What I'm
そこにいる
wondering
ニル
is,
スと共に
how did
ノナリーゲ
Junpei
ーム
not
をくぐり
know
抜けてきた
about
メンバーだ。
Aoi
だが一つ、
if he's the brother of
二つだけ
Akane?
誤解してるみたいだから言っておこう。俺はゼロじゃない。
なんだって。
俺がゼロに協力していたことに違いはない。いわばゼロの参謀みたいなもんだ。だが参謀は所詮参謀。今回のノナリーゲームを画策したのは俺じゃないんだ。俺はただゼロの指示に従って動いてただけで。
それじゃあ一体本当のゼロ。
まあ
Well,
待てよ。二つって言っただろ。お前らが誤解してることはもう一つあるんだ。順平、さっきお前はこう言ったよな。全ては9年前の復讐のために。今回のノナリーゲームはそのために仕組まれたものだったんだって。違うんだ。復讐が全ての目的だったわけじゃねえんだよ。お前らにノナリーゲームを行わせた理由はもう一つあるんだ。救出。
救出。
そう、たった一つだけあるんだ。 亡くなった妹を、茜を助ける方法が。
Okay.
何を言ってる？倉敷茜は9年前、確かにこの部屋で。どういうことだ？倉敷茜は、茜は。頭が。
You got this. 7. Come on. Remember.
セブン、一体どうしたっていうの？
わからねえが、とにかく頭が割れそうなこと言ったのに。
It's you stink.
ノナリープロジェクトとは何だったのか知ってるとは思うが、もう一度だけ言っておこう。それはある現象を証明するための実験計画だった。その現象とは何か。Q と A が物理的な接点を持たずにコンタクトを取ること。形態形成場仮説。人間には認知し得ないフィールドを介し、Q と A が情報の交換を行うことは可能かどうか、それを確かめるための実験計画だったんだ。具体的にはギガントとネバダの模擬実験棟9棟の2カ所でそれは行われた。
You know what I don't get is why Aoi or Santa and Akane or June were not separated. Each of the sibling pairings were supposed to be separated, one being the receiver, one being the transmitter. But apparently Aoi and Akane were on the same ship as the rest of the receivers, I think, if I remember correctly, and meaning another sibling pairing was completely in Nevada. Either they totally messed up this story aspect and put the siblings in the same one, or I misunderstood something. I don't know. I will probably never know, but oh well. Continue talking, please.
9棟はギガントの構造を完璧に模した施設で、そこに閉じ込められた9人は建物の中に散りばめられた数々の謎を解き、その解放を形成場に書き込むことによってギガントにいる9人の兄弟に伝えるよう求められた。送信者は9棟に、受信者はギガントに。本来であればペアとなる兄弟はそれぞれ別々の場所に分かれて監禁されるはずだった。
Ah, okay. We get the explanation.
手違いがあった。茜は送信者。本当なら9棟にいなければならないはずだったんだが、
should have been in.
なぜか受信者である俺と同じギガントの方に移送されてきたんだ。おそらくグループ A に入る予定だった誰かと間違われたんだろう。とにかくその誰かと入れ替わりになって茜はギガントの方に。さあここまで言えばもうわかるだろう。順平、お前はもううすうす感づいてるはずだ。
何を？
とぼけんなよ。お前は決して知り得ないことを知っている。どうして一宮が相貌失認症だと分かった？なぜ一宮が久保田を殺害した動機や虹崎の殺害方法について知っていた？
Because
一宮が
Akane
本郷だと分かった時
transmitted it?
お前は驚いたか？それからニルスを閉じ込めておいたあの棺、お前は一体どうやってあの棺を開けたんだ？
それは。
He knew, because I knew, Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the Morphic field set. It's simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures then? Imagine a river that splits in two, like an upside down Y. The river flows from the top to the bottom, from a single stream into two branches. It only flows in one direction, It can never flow backward. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future but never flows backwards. That's why people at the river's source in the past will never know about those downstream in the future. But the people downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of the river. But I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to block knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river, even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? Am I the 9th letter of the alphabet? I am I. But I am also 0. No, that's not true. I'm not really a 0. Not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than 0. 0 is my future. In 9 years, I will be 0. Uh-huh. Where did she go? June? No. Akane? Where did you go? Why is Chloe? Oh shit.
動くな。
Santa's got the gun. Guess he picked it up when we were watching. Looks like he's turned the tables on Ace, though. I wonder how he likes having a gun to his head.
立て。
Sure isn't about to take that gun off him for a minute, is he? Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just looks drained. I guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to wear a fight to go through that door, but...
どうするつもりだ
He can't get through any numbered doors with just 2 people. What the hell is he thinking?
俺はサンタクロース。あいつの願いを叶えてやるのさ。
That's it? That's all he's gonna give us? What the hell does that even mean? Shit, they're out. And now, the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be alright. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if this door will still open.
やっぱり開かない
閉じ込められたってこと？
みたいだね。
サンタの野郎、一体何を企んでやがるんだ。
まさか。
まさか、なんだよ。
この状況から考えて、これからサンタが行うことは一つしかないだろう。
ちょっとやめてよ。冗談でしょ。
Oh, but he is. Shit, we've gotta do something. Maybe we can still get out through door 9. There's the red. Yeah, alright, we can do this. I've just gotta... No, it's not gonna work. There's no way out. The 5 of us can't open this door. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 equals 26 mean 8.
順平、手帳とペン貸してもらえる？
Sure, why not? I don't think I'm going to need them ever again. Well, she certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations. A lot of them. Oh man, she doesn't look very happy. What? Hey, no need to be ripping pages out like that. Jeez.
おい、何やってんだよ、奴は。貸せ。
Alright, at least 7 got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was writing. She was probably figuring out how to get the most of us out. 2, 4, 5, 7.
そんな
これ以外の組み合わせはねえっていうのか。
Lotus. It looks like she's figured it out though. Man, this is just cruel.
いいわよ。行きなさい。
しろ。
そんなことできるわけねえだろ。
あら、意外ね。厄介払いができてせいせいするんじゃないの？
バカ野郎。
Whoa, where the hell did that come from? Looks like she expects that much, about as much as I do.
お前がいないとな。困るんだよ。
For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
困る？
あ、そうだ。おめえみてえな悪い奴がいねえと、俺の商売は成り立たねえからな。とにかく、お前を置き去りにするわけにはいかねえんだよ。
セブン。
もちろん。俺も反対だ。
私も。
僕もだ。
バカな連中ね。まったく。
Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry.
ただ、
どっちにしろ扉は開かないんじゃないかな。4人で認証したとしても。
どうして？
一宮のことを思い出してくれ。僕は目が見えないけれど、あの時一宮がレッドにしがみついて何をしていたのかぐらいはわかる。
あ、そういえば。
そんなバカな。どうして？私とヤシロと久保田のバングル、数時間は間違いなく9になるはずだ。なのになぜなんだ？どうして開かない？
一応試すだけでもしておいた方がいいんじゃないかな。
試す？
そう、試すんだ。
本当だ。
開かねえな。
9年前には確かに開いたはずなんだけどね。数字根が9になれば。
何か設定が変えられてるってことか。
かもしれないね。
We can't get through the door. We can't get out. The walls are way too high. There's no way in hell we could get to that hole 7 popped out of 9 years ago. All we can do is stand here and stare at this door with a 9 on it. I guess this is it. This is the end. Puzzle time! Or not. I can't envision. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening every sound that vibrated in his eardrums. Stop. Too fast. I heard, smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Through the morphic field set we were resonant, and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time I was an observer. Started with a tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off on the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him, and so we became one, inside of Junpei. Somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once. One was the present, the other was the future. Perhaps you can think of it as 2 movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually it became difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in the front of me.
つだ
That was my brother, Aoi. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
ほら早くしろ
We ran down a long straight hallway and burst the large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got in a fist fight. A girl watching them began to cry. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It has been 2 hours since the nonary game began. We were starting to fall apart, but just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 9 years later, we would call him
みん
Snake.
なちょっと来てくれ。
Hello, everyone. Could you come over here for a moment? He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down, and we gathered around
僕に
him.
は妹がいる。とても大切な妹だ。その妹の名は四つ葉。今日は彼女の9回目の誕生日なんだ。
He was just talking about her birthday. But okay. Right now she's over in building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name's Clover. Ah, okay. There it is. And today is her 9th birthday. As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. In his hand were 9 four-leaf
このクローバー
clovers.
は誕生日プレゼントとして妹に贈ろうと思っていたものだ。ここに拉致されてくる前、近所の原っぱに行って積んできたんだ。みんなも知っていると思うけど、僕は目が見えない。その思いが少しでも伝わってくれればと思って頑張って集めたんだ。9つになる四つ葉のために9本の四つ葉のクローバーをね。
I hate that he continues talking, although it's not what he is actually saying currently. He's ahead. And sometimes when I click, he shuts up, and sometimes he skips ahead, and it's confusing me. Okay. Her sister means a great deal to me, and since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 four-leaf clovers would
み
be.
んなにも離れ離れになった兄弟がいるだろう。どうかその兄弟のことを思い出してほしい。彼らのためにも僕らは絶対に生きてこの船を脱出しなきゃならないんだ。わかるね。
You know what? I'm just gonna read it as well. Just so I don't have to be confused. Every one of you has a brother or sister in building Q with Clover. For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you
そのため
understand?
にやらなければならないことは3つある。仲間を信じ、愛し、希望を抱き続けることだ。みんながこの3つを守ってくれるなら必ず幸運が訪れるだろう。
Yeah. If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need to trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way. Ah, I see. So that's where the 4 meanings for the clover came from. I see.
希望、信頼、愛、幸運。実はこの4つの言葉は四つ葉のクローバーのリーフワードなんだ。葉っぱの一枚一枚に意味が込められていてね。それが今教えた言葉なんだよ。
Yeah, I don't need to read that. Do you know that the 4 leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck? Those words are leaf words.
わかったら これを受け取ってほしい。誓いの証として。
Okay, so if you believe what I've told you and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They are a promise between friends. He gave a clover to each of us. I took one too. Eventually, he was left with only a single four-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
どうか忘れないでほしい。それを持っている限り、僕らは永遠に仲間だってこと。いいね。
Now, don't ever forget, so long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand? When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. Before long, we all found ourselves in one room, with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, this room had another number 9, but this time it was the only one. But if there was only one door, that meant only 5 people could
どう
escape.
すればいいんだ。
他に扉はないのか。
We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already,
Emergency alert!
warning,
Emergency alert!
warning,
Emergency incineration command has been confirmed.
emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Automatic incineration will take action in 80 minutes.
Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes.
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. This is the same. Great.
Emergency incineration command has been confirmed.
なんだ。
何が起こったんだ。今の放送は何？なんて言ったの？
Nanitano? What did it say? That didn't sound good. Awesome. Awesome translation as always. But yeah, it makes more sense, but still. And my brother Aoi swallowed hard and
この部屋が
answered.
焼かれるらしい。焼かれる。表のプレートに焼却炉って書いてあった。
Oh, sorry. And that voice said that the incinerator is about to start. And incinerate means to burn. Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, high up on the wall, a door opened and a man appeared. He was a huge, frightening mountain of a man as large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him 7.
安心しろ。敵じゃねえ。刑事だよ。お前らを助けに来たんだ。
He came to help you? To save you? Yeah. The rest happened just like 7 had said. It did. 4 of us who had stayed behind were saved by 7. We crawled through the vent away from the incinerator and slid down into the hall. We came out on the other side of the door, 9. On the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother Aoi, Snake, and Seven. The other children, the ones who'd gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upwards like a tornado. Eventually, I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. It didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they had caught up. That was when I realized.
俊平君からもらった宝物が。
Junpei-kun? Aww. Oh. I knew I had it with me when we passed through the vent. Then, had I dropped it as we slid out? I had to go back. I had to. But I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me. I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think. I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me up the staircase. I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically. Found it. It was just there where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back towards the stairs and freedom, the door to the incinerator opened and a man stepped out. It was Hongo. Gentaro Hongo. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
いや、よく戻ってきたね。
Wonderful to see you decided to come back. His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corners of his
さ
mouth.
あ、一緒に行こう。実験の続きをするんだ。
Come with me. We must continue the experiment. I don't get the getting burnt part of the experiment. But okay. I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly, I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run. I felt Hongo's hand close over my left wrist.
さあ、来るんだ!
I said, "Come with me." There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could. Stop! No! Let go of me! Let go! I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongo to let go of me. Bite him, Akane! Bite! But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongo.
ジタバタするな! 言うことを聞け!
Stop struggling, damn it! Do as I tell you. He heaved one on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed. Oni-chan, help me! Somebody help me! Then, suddenly, the door to the stairs flew open, and my brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake. He cried my name again as he leapt towards Hongo. Brother! I cried out, and then... You're too late, idiot. Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator. That was short. The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked towards the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, his fists clenched. But those fists never reached Hongo. With the cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongo glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything you would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the red that sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all and walked past me as though I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, the 2 other doors slid shut as well. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. He turned around and ran towards the door with the 9. Are you okay? I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice. Brother! My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room. Oni-chan, what should I do? I think I'm trapped in here. Where's Hongo? You went out the other door. What? When I started again.
Emergency alert!
Then.
Emergency alert!
Warning. Warning.
Emergency incineration command has been confirmed. Automatic incineration will take action in...
Oh, okay, now we're back in Junpei's version. Let's go.
18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Incinerator. Holy shit, man! I knew that it was gonna say, but that is one hell of a creepy voice.
始まったな。
サンタが自動焼却システムを作動させたんだね。
9年も経ってまた同じアナウンスを聞くことになるとはな。
はあ？なんなのよ、なんなのよ、あんたたち。さっきから9年前だの、実験だの、わけのわからないことばっかり言って。
Shouldn't you know? Ah, no, you don't know about the experiment. Right.
すまん、ヤシロ。とてもじゃないが、今は説明なんてしてる場合じゃない。
True.
無事にここから脱出することができたら、その時に教えてやるよ。
でも、
Incineration will start in 17 minutes.
聞こえたでしょ？それとも、なんて言ってたのかわからなかった？
バカにしないでよ。今ぐらいの英語ならわかるわ。
By now, they're old enough.
だったら、
もうわかったわ。それじゃあもう聞かないわよ。さっきの話は後回しにしてあげる。だからその代わり、セブン、なんとかしなさいよ。
はあ？なんで俺なんだよ。
いいから早く焼却システムを止めて。
どうやって？
どっかに緊急停止ボタンみたいなやつがあるはずよ。
ないよ、そんなもの。
なんで知ってんのよ。
9年前に調べたからだよ。
Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't blame her, really. Wait, the floor. It's moving. What? What else can I say about it but...
なんだよあれ
Yeah, what's that?
なんなのあれ
What else could I say? The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least, it kind of did. Where? I don't see it, but okay. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some sort. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off, even as more took their place, and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass drenched in tears. All I can see on the screen is a reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright? Everything's gonna be a-okay. I wish that thing would just shut up.
Its narration will start in
16 minutes.
15
15.
minutes.
Okay. Alright, back to this thing. If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. But what the hell am I supposed to do with it?
ちょっとどきなさいよ。
Yeah, please. Do your job, Lotus. Hey, we're all tense, lady, but that doesn't mean you get to shove people
主電源は
around.
入ってるみたいね。でも、モニターには何も表示されてないと。弱ったわね。何も映ってないんじゃ、手の打ちようが。
Sure, I'll just push buttons, I'm sure that'll... Huh. Well, at least it's on now. What is... what's on the screen, though?
何
What is this?
なんだ
It's probably a kind of Sudoku kind of thing?
パズルみたいね。
Hmm. It got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across a 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8.
もしかしてこのパズルを解けば
焼却システムが止まる。そういうことかもしれないわね。
Alright, puzzle. How do you work? Oh man, that goddamn voice again.
Its narration will start in 13 minutes.
Are we skipping 2-minute intervals again? Okay, shit. 30 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop. My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. Couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice.
おい、何をやってる？
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face. Frightening, evil face. It was Hongo. How long had he been watching
どうす
me?
ればいいのかわからないのかい？
Don't know what to do. He was yelling, but his voice was still
それ
muffled.
じゃあ教えてやろう。簡単なことだよ。そのマシンに表示されているパズルを解けばいいんだ。
Let me see the translation that they use. Okay. Simple, really, but I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine. His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back hot tears. Okay, we'll stick with the English translation for that one. You're a terrible person. I hate
おい
you.
おい、こんな誠実な紳士を捕まえておいて変態はないだろ、変態は。さあ、私は常に誠実でフェアな男だ。強打までは一切しない。今回だってちゃんと助かる道を残してあるわけだし。
Oh my, how could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice. I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty. You see, I've even left you a way out. A way
言った
out?
だろう、パズルを解きさえすればいいんだよ。そうすれば昇格システムを止めることができる。
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that and you can stop the incinerator.
止められたってどうせ同じでしょ。あなたに捕まってもう一度同じようなことさせられるんだ。私はあなたの言いなりにはなりません。こんなことを何度も繰り返されるくらいなら私はここで死にます。
That was a lot. What's the point of stopping in? You only capture me, make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
君はまるで私の話を聞いていないようだね。私はフェアな男だと言ったじゃないか。
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've told you? I've said, I told you I'm a fair man.
パズルを解いたらレッドの認証機能も復活するようになってるんだよ。今のような理由で実験を投げ出されては困るからね。それで先手を打っておいたんだ。
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
レッドの認証機能って
The verification function of the red. Huh? I remembered. Before Hongo left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets into the red.
気づいたかね。今レッドには2つの数字が入力されている。1つは1、もう1つは3だ。ところで茜君、君のバングルナンバーはいくつだったかな。
Isn't it more you noticed? Okay, but oh well. Oh, so you do remember. Right now, there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1 and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number? I looked down at my left hand. The face on my bracelet showed a 5. 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 5 equals 9. I ran to the door with the 9 on it. I grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel.
たず君は本当に人の話を聞かないやつだな。
You really aren't one for listening, are you? I hear Hongo's muffled voice from across the room.
パズルを解いたらレッドの認証機能も復活する。そう言っただろ。つまり解かなければ認証は受け付けないってことだ。当然じゃないか。君はバカなのか。そのぐらい確かめなくても理解したまえ。
I already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
どうしてなんでこんなひどいこと
Why are you doing this? something so cruel?
君にはわかるまい。佐渡に囲まれて日々を生きていくことの辛さなど。
You can't deal with your own life, then end it. Stop bothering other people. You should never understand. I could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys. My dude, go back to high school. And then you know what hell really is.
さあ、実験を始めよう。パズルを解くんだ。
Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
無理です。私には解けません。
Can we stop talking and get to the puzzle solving? It is interesting, don't get me wrong, but we're kind of going in circles.
そんなことは承知の上だ。だったらどうすればいいか考えろ。わかるだろう。携帯形成板にアクセスして解放を受信するんだ。
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenic fields and find the solution.
できなければお前は死ぬだけだ。生きながらにして身を焼かれてな。熱いぜ。苦しいぜ。
Okay, I'm not gonna repeat that laughter. Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's going to be quite hot in there in a few minutes. I imagine it will be very painful. His horrible laugh echoed across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Each narration will start in 10 minutes.
I was crying, great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. However, somehow I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor.
解けないよ。こんな問題、私には解けない。
I can't. I just can't. There's no way. I can't figure this out. What was I going to do? I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating and my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot. So hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart wrought in my chest as if it would pound itself to pieces. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed. Help me, Jumpy. Save me. Please.
Akane?
何なのよ、茜って。
うるさい、お前らは黙っててくれ。
Seven and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake may have figured it out. No, doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here?
あかね、あかね、聞こえるか、あかね。聞こえたら返事をしてくれ。
Fuck. Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her.
茜、答えてくれ、茜。
俊平君。
We spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course, but I'd heard it so clearly, like he was right there. We screamed as loud as I could.
茜。
Not irritating at all. That's she's there. Then that means
茜、お前もしかして今焼却炉にいるんじゃないか。
はい、そうです。でもどうしてわかったんですか？
couldn't believe that he knew that. Now I understand what Santa
たっ
meant.
た一つだけあるんだ。
There's only one way to
亡
help
く
her.
なった妹茜を助ける方法が。
I think I get it now.
Its narration will start in 7 minutes.
俊平君、とにかく時間がないんです。
As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
わかった。
And I do. I get everything now. At last, I finally understand what all this means. I know why the Nonhari game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this very moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is 0 is Akane Kurashiki. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save her. Akane Kurashiki. I must save her, no matter what.
Its narration will start
In
in 6 minutes.
the voice reminded me of how much time I had.
ああ、わかってるよ。待ってろ。必ず助けてやるからな。絶対にお前を死なしたりはしない。絶対にだ。だから安心して待ってるんだ。いいな。
My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. It felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart was burned with my feelings for him. Not weird at all, no. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
ちょっと何よ。
いいから黙ってろ。
Sorry, Lotus. I didn't mean to snap back, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, alright? Now, let's have a look at that thing. We've got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order. So if I just need... So I just need to switch these out? Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I'll just have to try it.
これまでやってきたことを俺自身の力で自分だけの力でこいつを解いてみせる。
This one is fixed. Let's see. Hint? Now I'm even more confused. What? I press hint, numbers appear in the empty spots on the grid. They're all single digits. I get the feeling the numbers change when I switch out the yellow squares. But this square at the bottom, why does it stay blank when I press hint? What square in the bottom? What? There is no blank space. Oh, you mean this one? Okay. Put this here. I don't get it. Okay, so this is the... If you take subs... Yeah, okay. But I don't see what the right answer is. Yeah. Looks like you can turn them on and off. Then is there some special meaning to there being two modes? What could it mean? I have no idea. Let's switch all of those out for now. So we have password. Ah, lol. Do I have to make it all nines? Is it the digital root after all? 10, 11, 12. No. Okay, they stay the same no matter what. Oh no. No, it changed. Let's leave it at 3 here. Eight, 9, 9, 8, 9. They have to be hexadecimals again. Where did I put my... Did I throw it away? Looks like it. Okay. So, there's 13. When I flip the hint off, all of the empty spots looks like the one in the bottom right. When I flip the hint off, all of the okay, this one. Does that mean they're supposed to match? Maybe I need to make all the numbers in the squares the same. Yeah, I got that far already, thank you very much. I switch out the yellow squares, and the numbers that show up in the hint change too. It looks like the numbers are affected by the adjacent squares. For example, when I switch out 3 with 5, the hint number increases by 2. I bet the hint just adds the surrounding numbers. Yes, and somehow kinda not. Okay, so this is 13. 12? No, 13. 13. Plus 5 is... Plus 3. Oh, god damn it. My brain. Once again. 8 plus 5 is 13. Plus 3 is 16. If it is the digital root, okay, then it's 7. I get it. But then this... no, it makes sense in this case, yeah. Yeah, okay. So it's the digital root yet again, somehow. Okay, so... What do I need here? 11... What did I say? These 13... To make a 9, I would need to get it to 27. So 16. 16 is G. I don't have that. Why am I mathing bad right now? Probably. Let's be honest, probably. 4, so I need a 5. Wait for 14. Ah, we have 5 though. Is that not good enough? The hint displays that the adjacent yellow squares add up to. So most of the answers should be 2 digits, but each square only has a single digit. They must be calculated in a different way. Digital roots? If they're digital roots, then they'll always end up as 1 digit. Yeah. Genius, I got that already. Thank you. I think I'm gonna guess that I have to switch up P. But that means I have to put 7 somewhere instead of something else. And then switch that out respectively. I put 7 here, actually. Ah, damn it. Okay. Is it all of them? Let's see. 13, 16, 17, yeah. This in here real quick. Put the 6 here. 7 here. Okay, 3 up here. And 9. Shouldn't that be 2? 10, 19. Oh, no. Yeah. Nope. No, it's fine, it's fine. Oh, okay. Can I swap those? We're not gonna add up with that. Something. 9, 12, 19, yeah. Nine, 16, 17 would be 8. Actually, I think put 8 here, 7 here, 6 here. Hopefully. Okay. Doesn't really matter. Six. That's the problem. I need 7 in the middle to make the rest make sense. 16, 17. 5 But if I move this 6 to the side, the other thing doesn't make sense. Ah, is it not 9 that I'm supposed to reach? That makes the most sense, the way I've set it up now. Okay, if I put 8, so that's 14, 21, 22, no, that would be 2, 4. If I switch to those two, 11, 22, no. Actually? There we go. Now what? What don't you like now? Am I supposed to bring this in? I don't get it. This was perfect as password when I started off, and then add the numbers, but there are letters here too. Wait, haven't I used letters as numbers before? A equals 10, B equals 11, C equals 12. Maybe I need to replace the letters with numbers. Could you look at the board, Junpei, instead of sprouting nonsense? I think I got the gist of the puzzle up top. I just need to make all the digital roads the same. But what numbers? Switching out a yellow square affects all hint squares around it. Wait, but one square doesn't get a hint number. The 9th spot at the bottom. Only this one stays blank. What are you talking about? Maybe a fixed number goes inside. Oh, you mean this one? So the 9th square has a different rule. If only I knew what number goes that way. What are you talking? I don't get it. Put your back. Not making a whole lot of sense, Junpei. Let's put this in order, I guess. Yeah? Hello? Music turned off? What's going on? Ah, the game froze. Alright. So I just had to put it in. Okay. Please enter password. What? No? What the heck? Was I supposed to get the password out of it? What? 999. Did I mistype password? Password? I'm inputting a password now then. Are there any hints? What the hell am I supposed to put here? Thanks that I'm not the only one questioning this. The screen appeared after I solved the last puzzle. Maybe the hinge was in that one. Yeah. Was I supposed to remember all the numbers or what? You're kidding me.
よし解けたぜあかねどうだ伝わったか
私の方も解けました。っていうか解いてくれたのは淳平くんですけど、私はただそれをなぞっただけで、あとはエンターキーを押すだけです。
何をしてるだったらさっさと押すんだ
はい、わかりました。
I hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been shut down.
Yay! Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I had left disappeared and I collapsed to the floor. For a while I just lay there, laughing and crying and enjoying my being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst. But keep talking. Can't believe I did that, but I'm so glad, so glad. I feel my heart's on fire. Junpei, please remember, this is the 9-year younger version of Akane you're talking to, not the current one. No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. I need to tell Akane.
Akane, すまん。ちょっとこっちの方が立て込んでてな。一度アクセスを中断させてくれ。はい、わか
りました。
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were 2 bracelets Hongo had left behind. Well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Nah, not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys.
俊平、お前。
大丈夫？
うるせえな。
Right. Right, okay, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing holding me back now. Here goes. Wait.
Its narration will start in 90 seconds.
どうやら止まらないようだね。
なんでだよ、なんで止まらないんだ。
Okay, maybe I didn't hit the enter key hard enough. Just hit it again. And again. And yet again. Okay. That's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the fuck isn't this thing stopping?
Its narration will start in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. 6, 11, 9, 18, 26, 8. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then, door 9. No, that's it. That number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
脱出するための出口は船内のどこかに隠されている。探したまえ9と書かれた扉がそれだ。
Holy shit. Of course. Then we just have to put the right number into the red and...
Its narration will start in 30 seconds.
急げ、あの扉へ向かうんだ。走れ。
Oh shit. Don't have much time. I sure hope they can just trust me on this one or we are all fucked. Right, no time to explain, just go.
早くしろ。レッドに認証を。
認証って。
誰が？
どの組み合わせで？
全員だよ。ここにいる全員で認証するんだ。
どうして？
説明なら後でしてやる。だから早く。
Hurry.
Its narration will start in 10, 9,
8,
7,
7,
6,
5,
4,
3, 2, 1.
Central gate has been opened. Its narration system has been shut down.
Oh, thank fucking Christ. No time to be happy. Time
急げ。
to go.
早くしないと扉が閉まっちまうぞ。さあ、早く。
Come on, guys, move it. I like to move it. Move it, Junpei. They're all through. Just in time. And there goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. We're not done. We still gotta find the dead.
Hmm. どうにか切り抜けたみてえだな。
Well, that sure... Sorry, I missed that. Man, that sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clove and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but...
あかね、聞こえるか、あかね。
I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel, but nothing. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother. I cried his name even though my voice was almost gone from screaming and leapt into his arms. Ah, here the multiple meanings of Oni-chan. Really amazing. How many meanings Oni-chan has? I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they could go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what had seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever. I couldn't. The moment I'd passed through the door, my bracelet had begun the countdown to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongo had dropped on the scanner panel. That was it. Took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective, who we'd call 7 and 9 years, and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung
と
open.
にかく行こう。本郷のやつが追ってくるかもしれない。
Aoi was right. It was time we got moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar Seven and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running, up the spiraling stairs to freedom. That's actually the case. I wonder. Time for more running. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Is Seven talking?
なあ順平、一つ聞きたいことがあるんだがいいか。
Or...
なんだ。さっきの9の扉の件についてだ。あれ、なんで開いたんだ。
そうよね。私たちは5人全員でレッドの2章を行った。2たす4たす5たす7たす8は26。だから数字根は8になるはず。なのにどうして9の扉が開いたのかしら。
意外だなヤシロ。お前ならとっくに気づいてると思ってたんだが。
どうして？
だって進数について教えてくれたのはお前じゃないか。
進数？
そうだ。2進数で使われる数字は何と何だ。
0と1ね。
10進数だわ。
0から9までだろ。
じゃあ16進数だとどうなる。
0から F までになるわ。9の次は A になってさらに BCDEF と続いていく。
そうだな。つまり16進数の A は10進数の10を表していることになる。 B は11、 C は12、 D は13。
それが一体何だってんだ。
だからそういうことだよ。これをずっと先まで続けていったらどうなる。ただし16進数ではなく27進数で考えてほしい。
27進数？
そうだ。
だったら16になっても桁は上がらないから、そのまま順番に一つずつ数を増やしていけばいいってことになるわ。E は14、 F は15、 G は16、
H は17、 I は18、 J は19、
K は20、 L は21、 M は22、
N は23、 O は24、 P は25。
じゃあその次は
9は
26。
ってことは
あの扉に書かれていたのは数字の9ではなく、
アルファベットの9だったってことか。
まあそういうことだ。別の言い方をすると10進数の9ではなく27進数の9だったとも言えるけどな。
Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. I swear, any moment now I'm gonna tear muscle. I feel like every single cell of my body is dying for air. You know, I don't know if you've ever been to London, but I went with a friend of mine to watch the Lion King musical. And the subway station we got out at, there are two ways to get out of. You can either take the elevator, which is basically impossible but because there are hundreds of people wanting to take the elevator instead of the stairs that take you up, like, I don't know, at least 300, 400 of them. We were really late. We barely made it in time. And we had to walk up all those stairs. We were so out of breath at the end of it. I was debating to maybe take a break halfway up, and I was like, no, we don't have time. I can't take a break. I have to keep going. And people in front of us that we passed by were all like, the youth, they have the energy for that. And we were just like, nope, we're just late. We need to run. So yeah, I get that. And these seem to be even more steps, especially since it keeps going in the background. It's there as an ASMR right here. Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest. No, can't stop. Don't have time. Come on, Lex. There can't be many more of these steps left. Let's run. Run like a bullet down a rifled barrel. Rifle? Rifle. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. Feel like we are running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally. You'll forgive me that I skipped through those. Jesus, I can barely breathe. No Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together, you're almost there.
開くぞ。
いよいよだね。
頼んだよ、淳平くん。
I'll leave it to you. Sure, you look like a big, heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more importantly than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now. I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Aoi's. He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again, thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us, who had been kidnapped, were finally able to escape from the Gigantic. On that distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone. I whispered, yeah. It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. Huh. Yes, finally. Eh. Oh, damn, that sun is bright. Can barely see anything. Huh. Gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait.
嘘だろ。
You have got to be shitting
そ
me.
んな
まさか。
ここは
ネバダ砂漠に建造された。
Well, of course it had to be since the Ganteg doesn't exist anymore.
模擬実験棟。
キュートだったんだ。
You could have maybe thought of that. You know, pretty obvious if the original boat sank, but oh well. Sure enough, that's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I have ever been so happy to see your sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Oh, they actually unlock, not like in any of the CGs where we saw them lying on the floor. Right, our bracelets. I guess I've never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside of you. Just little electronic chip, like in an ADM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. Figures.
わかね。
俊平くん。
Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl. I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. If I think. Hello? 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 Okay. There we go. We get the credits now. Yeah. Whew. Okay. I'm kinda happy that I ended it where I did last time. So we got pretty much the new stuff in one stream and the old one in the other. Okay, it wasn't completely old. There was some new stuff in there as well, but I don't know. 7 isn't the best at telling stories. It really dragged. Especially since it was a recap that we already had until a certain point where his memory cut off. But overall, I really enjoyed it, and I'm probably gonna play the other ones. Not sure if I'm gonna continue with the second one immediately, or if I should play something different in between. I'll have to decide how I feel tomorrow. But yeah, I'll skip. Let's see. Let's go through each ending at a time. We had the first... Huh?
大丈夫ですか？
何言ってんだよ。このぐらいへっちゃらさ。
This much is nothing.
本当に？
あ
でも全然そんな風には見えないんですけど。
It was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun slowly
だっ
set.
たらどんな風に見えるんだよ。
It was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first.
そ
What
うです
happened?
ね。たこ焼き星人にたこ焼きビームを浴びせられて全身がくまなくたこ焼きみたいになっちゃった人に見えます。
Here, let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
なんだよそれ。
Hannah Instant Design. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. What does that even mean? Junpei grinned and...
ほら、やっぱり大丈夫じゃないでしょ。無茶するからですよ。5人の中学生を相手に向かっていくなんて。どう
How
かし
much?
てます。
Hope you're doing alright. Yeah, that is crazy. I'm doing alright. Just a bit tired thanks to the heat today. Sudden heat wave hit Germany and now it's just humid and blech. It is annoying, but oh well. It'll go eventually. And I guess I should be happy that we have some sun instead of rain the entire time.
んなこと言ったってしょうがないだろ。あのまま放っておくわけにはいかなかったし。
Why were you fighting them? Where did they get the car? For almost 2 hours now. Or do you mean in general? I split the... let's see. Oh, we still have a huge part left? Okay. This ending really is long. Let's see. I ended the last stream around here, I think, at the end of this novel section. This is probably Akane's section. And this is the puzzle. Okay. And this... the after credit scene. Yeah, it's manageable. I thought as much from your name. Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Nice. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building. Keys in the ignition and gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know. Anyway, we jump in and now, here we are, screaming across the desert. Sure thing. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezed into the back seat here. I still can't believe we let her drive. My Discord should be linked on my Twitch. If not, you can just... 1 second. Discord, start. Haven't used it in ages. So many updates. Go, go, go. Yes? Hello? There we go. Oh yeah, they changed it, right? I forgot. Totally forgot. Huh? Oh well, I'll look it up later. This is so
こんな
fun.
何もないところを突っ走ることができるなんてもう最高。
おい、四つ葉。あんまり荒っぽい運転しないでもらえるかな。ちょっと車がふらつくだけで圧死しそうになる。
うるせえ。好きででかくなったわけじゃねえんだよ。我慢しろい。
セブンが運転すればいいじゃないか。
俺は警察官だ。法を犯すわけにはいかねえ。
国際免許持ってないんだってさ。
じゃあせめて助手席に。
却下よ。この席は死んでも譲らないわ。それから四つ葉、アクセルも緩めなくていいからね。あの二人、サンタと紫を乗せた車はこの輪立ちの先を走ってるはず。
車が止められてたところのすぐ脇に若いタイヤ痕があったからな。間違いないだろ。
急がないと二人に追いつけなくなっちゃうわ。だから
了解。
Oh shit. God damn, she doesn't have to drive so fast. Didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. We're sure throwing up a lot of dust. It was a couple hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They had been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them furious. Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran from the police station as fast as I could. For them. The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy, sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big, swelly
途
lumps.
中で逃げられなかったんですか？
I asked. He stuck his tongue out and through the hole in his mouth where a tooth had fallen out.
逃げられたよ。
じゃあどうして？
逃げたくなかったんだ。全員ぶっ飛ばしてやらないと気が済まなかった。
I'll do that in a second.
子猫のことが許せなかったから？
それもあるけど、1学期の終業式の件、あいつらの仕業だったみたいなんだ。
それってもしかして？
ああ、例のウサギたちのことだよ。
He plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the
小学校
wind.
の名前聞かれたから答えたんだ。そしたら、あのウサギたちみたいにしてやるよって。俺、許せなくてさ。
Why would you even think?
いくつかわからないことがあるんだが、聞いてもいいか？
I know fruit mentality and all that, but holy hell, as a group you just decide to just kill the bunnies your school has? How fucked up do you need to be? Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get. Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do.
一宮が本郷源太郎がノナリープロジェクトを企てた動機についてだ。
Because he was bored?
誰か知ってるものは？
本人に直接聞けばいいだろうが。
True. Well, yeah, I guess I could.
トランクにいるんだろう彼。
Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty, no emotion. It looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore.
ああ、今の話聞いてたか？
Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you bastard. Let's get the tape off your mouth.
聞いてたんだろ。答えろ。
You could at least look at me when you talk, man.
私はただ顔が見たかっただけだよ、人間の顔が。
Yeah, then go outside, touch grass, and then look at other people.
形成場にアクセスする能力が手に入ればそれが可能になる。そう思ったんだ。
Ah, because of that. No, that's not gonna help.
他人の頭の中を覗き込むことによってその人物がどんな風に人間の顔を認識しているのか知ることができる。
And how is that helping you learn to discern human faces? It's not.
ただ
簡単に言えばそうだ。もっと哲学的な答えをお望みなら聞かせてやってもいいがね。そもそも人間の意識とは何なのかとか。
I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on.
で、二つ目は？
いくつかわからないことがある。そう言ってたのよ。
Well, somebody's a little nosy.
次の質問はお前らには関係のないことなんだ。セブン、お前に聞きたい。アリスの件についてだ。あれって結局何だったんだ？
何って言われてもな。9年前俺はギガントを脱出してからも本郷の悪事について独自に捜査を進めていた。でいろいろと調べていく間に自然とギガントの歴史についても詳しくなっていき、その中でゴルダイン教のことやアリスのことについて知ったんだ。
答えになってない。俺が知りたいのは常温でも溶けない体を持った少女なんてものが実在するのかどうかだ。
Alright, fine, I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave.
なんだ？
アリスなんてものは存在しない。今から9年前、私はボトムデッキの書庫の奥でアリスの棺を見つけた。しかし中に収められていたのはただの植物の根だけだったんだ。調べてみるとそれはナスカの植物マンドラゴラの足であることが分かった。さらに抽出した成分からはアルカロイドの一種だ。それをもとにして私は麻酔薬マンドレインの開発に成功したのだ。その後我が社の業績は目覚ましく発展し。
Ah. Shit, this is gonna go on forever. Tapes going back on the Hongo. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride.
これやるよ。
何ですか？
Ah, that's the doll she was treasuring so much.
純平くんだ。
Oh, you doll? His name is Junpei? Jumpy pulled something out of his
あの、
pocket and shoved out his arm towards me. In his hand was a doll made of yarn, small enough to fit in his palm.
ああ、店員のお姉さんが言ってたんだ。これはフォーユー人形ですってさ。
もしかしてブードゥー人形と間違えてません？
Probably.
からするとブードゥー人形で間違いないと思いますよ。ところでブードゥー人形が何に使われるかは知ってますよね。
じゃあこいつを純平くんって呼ぶのはやめた方がいいかもしれないな。
That's how the connection was built, I
それ
see.
よりもどうしたんですか、いきなり。
その6月になったら俺たちあんまり会えなくなっちまうだろ。住んでるところの学区違うしさ。それでなんていうか。
わかりました。それじゃあこの人形ジューンって呼ぶのはどうですか。
わかった。だからこれやる。
その言い方なんだかどこかの部族の棟梁みたい。
そう俺棟梁、これ部族に伝わる伝説。だからこれお前にやる。俺の代わりだと思え。そうすれば俺たちずっと一緒。
俊平くん。
何か困った時これ握りしめて祈れ。俺いつでもどこだから。ほら持っていけ。
I reached my hand out and picked up the doll
あり
gently.
がとう。ありがとう俊平くん。
Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell onto June's tiny yarn body.
俊平くんのこと忘れないから。絶対に忘れないから。
Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and said just 5 words.
俺もだ。
Ore moda? It's 3, but don't tell anybody. But yeah, I know, it's based on the English translation. The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down towards the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warm light of evening. Just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened and one by one the lights of the town began to flicker on. I don't know if I like this back and forth between the two visions, timelines, whatever. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and as the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Nakane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator in the Gigantic. But she's still alive now as June. But how? Was it because I tapped into the Morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Oh, alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or wait, maybe that's not it at all. There's only one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No. No way. He couldn't.
ねえ見てあれ。誰か道の端に立ってるみたい。
え？お？
And is that you? No. What? You're not telling me that is Alice. The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. The end. Yay. Alright. Got it. Why are they still locked? Or are they locked again? Probably. Okay. Just gonna go for this one real quick. Yeah, go there.
1、2、3、4。
So I can get out.
7枚あるな。
Yes. Let's see. Look at the memories of the escape. What do we have? We have all of them. Torture room. Ah, this one. Okay. What did I do? I did something that I didn't want to. Yes. Okay, whatever that was. But what's the preview? Ah. Yeah, they both don't make a whole lot of sense. But okay. We finished 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. Finally. Took us long enough. As I said, I have no idea what to play tomorrow. But we'll find something, for sure. And, for now, I just thank you for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.